Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, it has now gotten to that stage now within the affairs of Edo State where their Alpha 1, their numero uno, has felt the need to come out into the public space to take a position. We're speaking, of course, about the Oba of Benin, Oba of Tokpeye. There's no other voice that they listen to within that space outside of that voice, the Oba of Benin, because he has like a godlike persona over their lives and their belief system. So he has now felt the need to come out in the public space to take a position regarding the goings on within his state or within his community. So with that, I bring you this, my position on Edo politics by Oba of Benin. So the Oba speaks, everybody stand firm and be quiet and stay at attention, because the voice of deity, because it's deified within that society. You all know the narrative of the Edo people, and especially their relationship with their Oba. He has a singular voice that permeates throughout the whole of the entirety of that people, and I'm talking the entirety of all Edo people, all the way through Edo land to the United States and Europe and wherever you are. If you're an Edo person, the singularity of that Oba's voice has dominion over everything else within your space. That is the received perception of the Edo kingdom. And if I'm wrong, then please come correct me. I am not from Edo. I am from Oyo-Alafin. So I'm just like an outsider looking in. So again, the headline, my position on Edo politics by Oba of Benin. So now let's now see what the Oba Tokpeye has to say. Benin monarch Omonoba Nedo Oku Apolopolo Oba Ewere II on Thursday stated his position on political developments in Edo State. He is opposed to consensus candidate and godfatherism. A statement from the Benin Palace said. The statement, signed by Frank Irabo, secretary to the Benin Traditional Council, said there was no truth in the social media speculation that the royal father had prevailed on some governorship aspirants to step down for one of the aspirants in the upcoming shadow poll of a certain political party. The rescheduled primary of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) will hold on June 23, a day after that of the All Progressive Congress (APC). The statement said the monarch's prayer had always been that God and our ancestors should give us a governor that will accord respect to traditional institutions, develop this state, and provide food on the table for the masses. The statement warned against dragging the royal father into politics, insisting that the palace is wary of imposition of candidates. The statement reads HRM, so that is His Royal Majesty. So HRM has said times without number that the palace of the Oba of Benin does not get involved in partisan politics. The Omonoba strongly advises that in order to eschew recurrent social political conflict that seems to constantly ravish the state, making Edo people a laughingstock to the rest of the country on how politicians manage the affairs of Edo people, our Edo political actors must eradicate the twin evil of political vices of godfatherism and consensus candidacy. The two practices seem antithetical to the fundamental basis of democracy. Let everybody take note that the palace is very wary of imposition of candidates when only certain individuals want, but majority of people don't want. Ghana must go politics should end in the state. Politicians should stop cashing in on poor masses and exploiting them for votes. We believe all qualified aspirants in any elective office should be given a level playing field for democracy to develop to the next level in Nigeria. Political actors should mature up and learn not to wash their dirty linens in public. The Oba of Benin also admonished politicians as they are preparing for their governorship primary elections to exercise the higher standard of maturity and sportsmanship, stressing that the desire to bring about the best for the people of Edo State should not be compromised or sacrificed on the altar of intolerance, rumor mongering, and fake news. The monarch reminded rumor mongers that there is an ancestral curse on anyone who attempts to tarnish the image of the Oba of Benin and the ancient throne of Benin Kingdom, which would normally be for their selfish ends. So this is now the Oba of Benin taking a position, and he has not really taken a position because he has not really weighed on the side of one party or the other, or one partisan or the other. So what he's simply saying is play fair, play by the rules, and let our sportsmanship abide. And all this Ghana must go politics, you all know what our Ghana must go politics is. Money is put in bags, delivered in the dead of night to sway favors for elected positions. So this is really how politics is played in the entirety of the Nigerian space, and Edo State is no different. So Ghana must go politics, we all know what that means. So the Oba has not really, because he has to be coded in the way that he speaks. So whoever is now listening to this speech now that is being made by the Oba, and if you are in tune with the politics of Edo State, because we know Edo State on the surface level as just part of the national palette, as part of the national buffet, but the Edo people know the Edo politics in toto, so they are able to decipher more what the Omonoba is saying, and if he is making a dog whistle or sending a coded message to anybody or to his people, then they will have an understanding of that. But then of course you have to reflect and ponder, the Omonoba, would he just come out in the public space just to make a nondescript statement? He would not, because he has no reason to, and the position that he occupies within that society does not really facilitate for that. So when he makes a statement, of course there has to be depth and meaning to it, but what depth or meaning can be gleaned from what the Omonoba has said is really where the intrigue is in this ever evolving narrative of Obaseki, Oshiomole, the chairman who is not the chairman anymore, the candidate who is not the candidate anymore, even though he's a sitting governor, somebody switching from one party to the other. So Obaseki now is on his way to the PDP, and the person that the APC are looking to now was the guy that ran against Obaseki as a PDP candidate when Obaseki first won the governorship of that state. So this is the just sheer mess that is the Edo State politics. Yes, just mud really. It's like trying to see through mud is really what you're doing when you're looking at Edo politics. But the only person that can cleanse that surface, of course, is their Omonoba, who I started off with as having the resonance of a deity within his own community and amongst his own people. So he's deified by his people, and his words carry weight. So what are those words though? The no Ghana must go politics, so that is speaking to a particular narrative. No godfatherism. So now godfatherism, now that is quite pertinent. That is something that we can take out of that whole speech and examine, because of course if you are talking about godfatherism in Edo State, then you are talking to no other name than Oshiomole, who is now trying to recreate a Tinubu scenario within the Edo State local politics. So if you are talking godfatherism, then there's no ambiguity in that statement. That is pointedly at Oshiomole. So if it's pointing at Oshiomole in that statement that he raised to say no godfatherism, then that will tell you then that he is not at least pleased with Oshiomole. We can at least all agree on that. So if he's not pleased with Oshiomole, and Oshiomole is in open and mortal conflict with Obaseki, then if it's not for Oshiomole, then he has to be, by logic, for Obaseki. So we're now starting to get clarity on what the Oba is saying now. And when he's now speaking to Ghana must go politics, we all know how the Buhari regime played their politics. Is a dollar on one hand and a bullet on the other hand. So they give you the choice: take the dollar if that is what you want, or take the bullet if that is what you want. And I'm talking about a metaphoric bullet, by the way. So that bullet could be, they will send Yusuf Bichi after you from the DSS. They will send Magu after you from the EFCC. They will send the IGP after you. By the time they've surrounded you with all sort of yawa, they will just reduce you to the ground. So you either take a bribe or take the punishment. That is the politics of the Buhari regime. And this again is what the Omonoba spoke to in reference, and this is just my interpretation, by the way, in reference to Ghana must go politics. So this is now the situation now that we have within the Edo State political terrain, a microcosm of the bigger story of the whole Nigerian narrative. But now the Omonoba is stepping in to try and cleanse the air. So cleanse the air is what the Omonoba is trying to do. But what are you making of his attempt is really where the question is. Conversations in the comment section about Tokpeye has spoken. Now what says you? Come share thoughts. Your words might not be as weighty as the words of the Oba, but I would like to hear them anyway. So come tell me all about it in the comment section. But before you do that, click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Then come tell me now what you're making of these machinations that is going on within the Edo State primaries. Never mind the elections yet that is yet to run. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section. But here I say peace.